Um, let me show you something. Now you might have noticed, okay, that Kyalami is one of those circuits that it has great drain of the water. I mean, it doesn't have big puddles really. So how do they do that? Well, they do it because they have very good controlling of the water when it rains, in order to
Green
make
light. Go, go,
sure
go.
that there is practically no water ending on on the circuit, on the asphalt. So if we go over here, for example, you see from this side over, it's easy. You might think that okay, it rains, so the water goes down and ends up to the circuit. Well, it doesn't, because as you can see here, all this part here is made specifically to get all the water, right? And then obviously it collects the water here, and then it goes down here and goes under the circuit. Now you might think, okay, Aris, are you crazy? Why do you show us this? Well, I show you all this for a pretty interesting thing. Let me show you why. So as you saw this, there was no water there. But if you go random and you put the precipitation high and you put wetness 0, okay, and we'll go back again, and we try to go very fast in drive mode
Green light, green light. Go,
outside.
go, go.
Okay, where is it? I don't even. Ah, here it is. All right, yeah, here it is. So as you can see here now, oh, there is water, and the more you wait, the more water it is. You can see the water here collecting. So if you have, the patience, you can stay here and see how the water slowly gets more and more and more. It starts flowing and goes to be collected. And that's why we love Simone, which is our main 3D artist and creates all the tracks for us. And yeah, he loves his job. So that's that's why in Kunos we do what we do with so small amount of people, because we are crazy. We will never cut corners when we can. So yeah. So yeah, have a look at this. I mean, the best way to see that. I mean, let me show you. Let's put a little bit less of rain because it goes way too much. So let's put something like 30. Okay. Let's go back again and let's have a go. All right. So yeah, that was one of those little details
Green
that
light, green light. Go, go, go.
Simone likes to put here and there. So let me show you again once more now. Here you can see there is no water right now. Okay. So if we stay here for a minute, but by the way, not only there is no water, but you will see here it slowly, you will see the texture. It becomes more and more wet. You can already see the textures here that it becomes wetter. You see how it starts becoming more dark, and that's also the same for the asphalt here. On the asphalt, you can see that it doesn't just get darker; the whole texture becomes wet. It's a whole different thing. Okay, so let's stay here for a couple of minutes. While if you guys have any questions, I will show you. And if we wait for a little bit, now you can see that some water starts to come down. You can see the texture of the water starting to come. It's already very wet right now, you see? And the water starts to accumulate now. You can see the water coming down, all right? Yeah. So now obviously nobody will see this ever, but Simone found out that it's okay. It's not so hard on. Actually, it's not any hard at all on the graphics. I know, yes, we have a heavy engine, but the problem with this engine is that it can't get so many features and effects that it maintains more or less maintains the same frame rate. The problem is that the frame rate never gets very high, So this thing practically doesn't takes off any frame rate at all, and so Simone decided to, you know, recreate this. Okay, so that is a nice little, did you know? You can see now the rain coming down more. You see the water. It's a nice little future. It's well hidden, and now you know that where you can go and find it. You see now the water comes down more and more. uh, all right, so